G'day, Mashi. G'day, Manaia.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Welcome to all the Hauraki Breakfast podcast listeners as well. This is the Mash Together Breakfast with an Agenda potty. We forgot to mention yesterday, it was all over the socials, and then we missed the zeitgeist because it ended up on the Herald. And once it ends up on the Herald,
it's dead.
It's dead. And that is Foxy is in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
Him and his mate Minwoo Lee and Dan Bradbury, they hit 10 par threes
in 3 minutes.
Yeah,
this was pretty. It was a bizarre thing to watch. It's a cool record, but it was. So they got Stephen Bradbury teeing off.
Yes, so they didn't move from one par 3-8.
Dan Bradbury.
No, Stephen Bradbury is the guy where all the ice skaters fell over, and then he won the gold medal. And so he teed off. Then Minwoo Lee hit the second shot, and then Foxy was just tapping them in.
Yes.
And so it was like, how many pars can they get?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, how many most par threes completed in 3 minutes by a team?
So they took it off Rory McIlroy and the YouTuber's Dude Perfect, apparently, who did it 2 years ago. They only hit 7, so they smashed it.
Oh, absolutely. It's great to watch. It's a great watch because you see Minwoo Lee kind of chasing the tee off, and then he's got 2 clubs in his hands, either putter or a chipper, depending on where it goes, and he just casts one aside and then knocks it in. And then Foxy's probably got the best roll. He taps it in.
Taps and gaps.
Yeah.
Have you boys been playing around a golf before when there's someone else playing a game of speed golf?
No.
And
they run past you.
And they just
I've seen
fucking
speed
fly
golf.
past you with 3. Yeah, they got like some kind of belt mount with their pitching wedge in that, and then you've got your putter on the other side, and then you carry around about 3 clubs. It's a humiliator, but
I feel
that's
like
what it makes me think of.
I feel like you're taking the worst parts of both sports. It's like Christian rock. You're not making Christianity cool. You're making rock music shit.
Yeah.
You're making running shit because you've got to stop.
And you're making
golf shit because you got to run. That's the whole point of golf. Is
Yeah.
I can't run, so I play golf.
Well, the only reason for golf, really, for me, is to get away from your family.
That's right, yeah.
And you're punishing life admin, and you can say it took you 6 hours because it was a slow call. Why do you want to do it in like 45 minutes?
No,
I don't
get a
understand
life.
that either, yeah.
It's the whole point. Also, how can you crash piss while you're doing that?
Correct. If you're a real golfer, you'd crush a can every hole while doing that.
Yeah. Should we have a crack at the title?
We should try and do
10's
it.
not that hard, is it?
No, but we would just be it'd be quite funny to do.
I reckon we could get 2. 2's the number that
2
I'm
in
thinking.
3 minutes?
I reckon we could get 2. But that relies on a good couple of tee shots, doesn't it, really?
It relies entirely on the tee.
I also think there is no course in New Zealand that's going to allow us to get on there because
and drill 100 shots at the...
one par 3 with a whole lot of boomers behind you yelling at you.
If they don't know we're coming...
Yeah, it's true. We just we let people play through and just keep on doing it. But then they're 3 minutes. We need a 3 minute gap.
3 minutes isn't long, to be fair.
We just set up and then do it within 3 minutes.
And then it's just people play through
Yeah.
after each attempt and then start again.
Hey, I've heard a rumour though.
Stop clock.
Minwoo Lee's quite tight with Foxy. Mm-hmm. Obviously chasing the Foxes, coming back to NZ, coming back to Royal Auckland in December. Rumour mill is churning that potentially Minwoo may make his way out for chasing the Fox.
Oh, right. Man, to pull you guys behind the curtains, Lane and I were... Because they're doing the videos of that have come out again. And I was like... the start of the clip is you going, oh, Manaia Stewart, that's good. I was like, what? Oh, that's right. We commentated that.
Did we?
Yeah. You and I commentated Chasing the Fox last year. And when the triumvirate of John Key and David Seymour and who else was playing?
I think it's Max Key that plays with him,
and they all 3 of them hit their shot out of bounds to the left.
Yes.
The directors were falling over themselves to inform us that all 3 far right leaning politicians had hit their ball left, and we're like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
We were more interested in.
Do you guys want to commentate this shit?
Oh, they've hit them left. David Seymour's hit his one left as well. He's a right-leaning politician. Like, yeah.
We're more interested in the fact that they'd hit it straight into the Brodie Kane rosé sump that was the TAB VIP stand.
Yeah. It was bolstered by Matt Heath.
Yes, he was in there with the rosés.
And a couple of other high flyers. Jeez, that tent was amusing though, because that was right off the arse of the last hole.
Yes.
And there were fucking balls being lasered into there all afternoon.
And it was just it was an absolute bog from all the rosé that had been tipped over there.
But I think I can say we've got Foxy on the podcast on Thursday.
Yeah, we have. He's coming in to talk details around chasing the Fox. He might be able to spread some light on that rumour.
Yeah,
it's Minwoo Lee. I mean, I'm more of a Minji Lee than a Minwoo Lee.
Good for you. Brave stance. Live from the Export Beer Garden studio, this is the agenda for Tuesday, the 23rd of September.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
All right, okay, the All Blacks get reinforcements, the Wallabies don't care about Eden Park, and the Horn Dog gets a massive payout. That's what's coming up on today's show. So let's start with the All Blacks. Fellas, we've got some people returning from injury. Halfback Cam Roigard is back. Cortez Aratima is back from his rib injury, which no doubt leads to yet another cucking for Finlay Christie. Yep. The poor fucker Cody Taylor is back, and then Patrick Tuapolo, whoever Charlton One News, is back as well.
Yeah, great to have some halfbacks back because we were getting desperate there for a while.
I love the injuries that are listed here. Roigard, foot. Ratima, rib. Taylor, concussion. Tuipulotu, face.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see the CT scan that came back of his face?
His forehead was dented in.
His forehead looked like a golf ball had hit it.
Yeah.
Like it was just a straight dent. So I'm surprised he's back so quickly.
You don't want that.
No.
You do not want a dent in your forehead where possible.
Yeah, and there was a great selfie that one of the other players took with Patrick Tuapolotu after the game, just like both of them cheesy with thumbs up, and he's got this hole in his head.
Giant dent in his forehead.
Right, divot. Like
will he even get a run, though, do you reckon? Because there's so many, the locking stocks are pretty full. We've got Holland, Dogroll, and Tupovai.
Yeah, I don't think he will get a run.
No.
But Cam Roigard, Camroids and Sneakers Ratima will 100% get a run because I desperately need those guys back. But you've got Finlay Christie, who you must admit has supplied himself pretty well the last couple of tests. But so it'll be interesting to see whether they pick one of those guys and maybe keep Finlay Christie, or whether Finlay Christie goes back to NPC.
I reckon they'd go Roigard to start and probably Christie off the bench.
Okay.
Well, I think ribs are nothing to be. I mean, anyone who's had a rib injury,
God,
they do not. You do not come back.
I've broken my ribs twice.
Are we able to talk about the most recent rib breaking? Because I understand you haven't told everyone in your life about exactly what happened there.
The second one was actually Joe Jury broke my rib when they set up a boxing ring at work, and we came home steamed, and I tried to run it straight at Joe Jury, who's an ice hockey player who just stood his ground, and I bounced off his shoulder.
Come for the king, you best not miss.
Yeah, and popped my rib. The one before that was...
You consider that Joe's fault?
Yeah, I do. It is Joe's fault. And then the other one was when I had a tussle with a stationary wheelie bin.
That's right. That was post-ACC Christmas party 1 year.
Yeah.
A wheelie bin
I managed
the wrong way.
I managed to keep that secret.
Yeah. And you told a nice story once about it was hard to keep it in once there was a situation where you had to reach climax.
We don't need to go into the details.
That's fair. Australian prop Alan Alator says that his team doesn't see Eden Park as anything scary. It's just another footy field, apparently, as they aim to end New Zealand's 31-year unbeaten streak at the Auckland venue. They're obviously got a great record at Eden Park, he said, but at the same time, it's just another footy field.
I was saying this morning on the Hauraki Breakfast Show that the journalist that wrote the headline about Alan Alator playing for Australia against Argentina lost the A key on his keyboard from just smashing it right in that one. I don't think that. I mean, so the TAB's got them at $4.40.
Yeah,
a nice tall boy, $4.40 mil for the Wallabies. I don't think they're that far outsiders, are they?
I don't think they are.
So they beat Argentina in one of those games, did they not?
And then Argentina humped them in the next one.
And we lost to Argentina.
Yeah.
And they beat South Africa. Yeah. And we lost to South Africa.
And Australia are top of the Rugby Championship table.
Ipso facto, I think this is way closer to even odds. But is that because I've had 2 weeks of a steady media diet of woe is us, end times are near, skies falling, the rapture's coming.
The rapture. Yep.
Yeah, is that what it is? And that's why I'm feeling just a little bit negative.
I think a little bit, but I do think you're right. That is $4.40 for the Wallabies.
That is juicy.
For a team that, I mean, if Wallabies came in without a win, you'd be like, okay, that seems so. But they've beaten South Africa, they've beaten Argentina. It's not like they're coming in fully with their tail between their legs.
No, and the back page of the Herald this morning is a giant photo of Anton Leonard-Brown, and the whole caption, the whole headline's like, how the hell do we stop Joseph Swilly? And it's like, what, is that where we're at? We're going to try and stop
one guy
or we're screwed?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll have to forgive me, boys, if we've talked about this before, but I was having a look at some of the biggest home unbeaten records in the sporting sphere. So the South Africa Springbok, they had a 37 straight home wins at Ellis Park, and then we ended
37 years or games?
37 straight home wins, games, between 1962 and 1992. So we've smashed that. Then we ended that actually in 1992. And then the Golden State Warriors won 54 straight at home, 2015, 2016. Right.
Fucking hell.
And then Rafael Nadal, this is an interesting one. 81 straight clay court wins between 2005 and 2007. Didn't lose on clay for 81 games. The New York Yankees had 64 consecutive home series wins without a loss between the 1942 and 1951. And then Real Madrid, 121 home games unbeaten at the Bernabeu between 68 and 79. So we've got some work to do.
Jesus.
But we could get there eventually.
Yeah, we're only a third of the way to Barcelona.
Where else do we have? Yeah, no, Real Madrid.
What a question for you, Manaia. What do Eden Park do for marketing if Australia win?
I don't know. It seems the only marketing I'm aware of them doing is getting Matt Heath to talk about them on any available broadcast he's got.
No, because
so I don't know. What do they do?
Well, Eden Park lean on this 31-year unbeaten streak around the All Blacks and the Fortress. And what happens when the Fortress gets burnt down?
I think we burn it down and then make our own ashes.
Oh, and call it the Ashes.
It'd be a big urn.
Yeah, it's a lot of rubble to burn.
Yeah, I mean, that other one's quite small, but it's only 2 bales. This one would be an entire stadium.
What was that famous Tri-Nations trophy that they got the measurements wrong and it ended up being about 45 times larger than it was supposed to be?
Sean Fitzpatrick holding it
above
his head.
Maybe we just fill that up with the Eden Park Ashes if we lose this weekend.
I don't really. This could be a South Island thing, but I don't really think about Eden Park as being the home of New Zealand rugby. I feel like it's only been in the last couple of years that we've started talking about it as this.
Well, that's because I called it the
Fortress.
Yeah. New Zealand's home stadium or something.
The National Stadium.
National Stadium, that's what they call it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking bullshit.
Hey, calm down over there.
I'm trying to get in that corporate box, brother.
Okay. Yeah. You want to hang out with David Seymour and his holding hands with his midi in the corner while everyone else smashes beers and watches the rugby?
Yeah.
No.
Because that's what was happening.
Let's take a break and we'll come back with a quick quiz that Joe Jury's set out for you boys. Rightio, we're just going to rattle off a bit of a quiz. I believe Joe stumbled across an image here, and I was going to ask you boys if you can name the NZ batsmen with 5,000 or more test runs. There are 7.
Okay.
Test runs.
I'll start with modern day. We'll start with Kane Williamson.
Yep, he's got 9,276.
Ross Taylor.
Ross Taylor's coming in at second with 7,683.
Stephen Fleming.
Oh, mate, you're on fire. He's coming in third with 7,172.
And then I'm going to go...
There's 7 of them.
7 of them.
I don't know, Nathan Astle?
Nah, Nathan Astle's not on there.
Kane Williamson. Baz?
Yep, Baz comes in at fourth with 6,453.
Latham?
Nice, 5,834. 2 more to go. Think older.
Oh, okay. Bert Sutcliffe?
No.
Oh. Martin Crowe.
Yeah, he's got 5,444.
So we've got 1 more to go.
1 more?
Glenn Turner.
Fuck, no, close.
Oh.
Actually, he's only got 3,000, not that close.
Is it more modern era or are we doing
I'll give you the years that he scored his runs, 1978 to 1993.
Oh, wicked. WG Grace.
You got your Bruce Edgars, you got your John Wrights.
Yeah, there you go. John Wright rounds it out. Daniel Vittori was a name that popped out to me. He's got 4,500 of the things.
Yeah, well, he's in the rare club of, I think it's 250 test wickets, maybe even 300 test wickets and 3,000 test runs. And there's only Botham and Hadley, I think, are the only other 2 that have done
Callis? Surely.
Yeah, Jacques Callis, yeah.
Greatest cricketer of all time.
Yeah.
Jacques Callis.
Oh, actually, forgive me. Nathan Astle was 4,702 if you did say that. I can't remember if you did it or not.
Nathan Astle?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
4,000.
close.
Yeah.
He was close.
Have you seen that picture of Jacques Callis and it looks like Lee Hart with hair?
Someone put it up on the caravan the other day. Eh?
Yeah.
It did look a lot like Lee.
There's a statistical case for Jacques Callis being the greatest cricketer of all time.
There is.
I stand by it. I think he's great.
Well, he is. He's one of the greatest all-rounders.
He's the greatest of all time, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he play in the Big Bash early years or something like that? And he was just really fucking good.
There's a lot of players who were just on the cusp of T20 cricket who would have been great.
Yeah.
Great batting highlights to watch.
Ricky Ponting was a great example.
Yeah.
He played that one against New Zealand 20 years ago at Eden Park and scored like 90. The game was built for Ricky Ponting.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then you got Chris Cairns, obviously.
Yeah.
Then you got Jacques Callis. Lance Cairns would have been great. Even Sir Richard Hadley would have been pretty handy.
Yeah.
Can wield the bat.
They must be fuming too, looking at the paychecks going around at the IPL.
Yeah.
And being like, my God.
Even
Nathan Astle.
Nathan Astle
would have been excellent at T20.
Yeah. So if stuff like that, you'd be like, just missed out, eh?
When I worked in the mainstream sports media, because Nathan Astle was one of my favourite cricketers as a kid, so I was always trying to get him on the show, and he's like, I don't really watch cricket. I don't want to talk about cricket. Blah, blah, blah. And eventually I did manage to get him on, and I was just like, do you know it's the anniversary of your 200? And he's just like... yeah, righto. What time do you want to cook? Yeah, get over here. Get in there, Nathan.
Rightio, fellas. Chad Powers, we want you to tell us about your sporting alter ego. You fellas have done so. Lux Hoover Dyson is yours.
Mickey Wilkinson.
Milky Wilkinson is yours.
Milky
and
Wilkinson.
BJ Johnson.
Milky Wilkinson. I should have called him Milky. He looks quite milky when we ran him through the AI filter.
He came out at ginger at first, and in your one bit of feedback was too ginger.
Yeah,
we
he
can't
looks-
have
he
it.
looks-
He's far too ginger.
He looks too North Canterbury.
He did look actually like he was from the same mother of Joe Uri and I. But again, if you want to reach out and share yours with us, we would appreciate that. Just click that talkback button on the iHeartradio app and do so. Do we have any for today, Joe?
Well, and the best one, by the way, we'll get $500 cash.
Oh,
So there you go. So
Oh.
there's the incentive.
Well, that's me
Yeah.
so far. So
Yeah. Well, your one. What's your one again?
Lux Hoover Dyson.
Yeah, and I think we've run it through the AI filter, and it's pretty bang on.
Yeah.
He's got a durry hanging out his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll try this one
get
off
a-
the size, eh?
G'day team, Andrew from Napes here,
Get Andy.
aka Colonel Gaddafi, aka Colonel Murray Gaddafi, 6'2", 260 pounds, former NZPW Tag Team Champion with my partner Lieutenant Lou Tennant. One time nearly made it to the WWE Royal Rumble, 3 times graduate of the Betty Ford Clinic.
Okay.
Oh, what? The Betty Ford
Betty
Clinic.
Ford Clinic. Detox.
It's just an insight to what everyone wished their lives turned out as. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
He's going professional wrestling.
this exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well,
who's here in the draw then? Andrew from Napes.
Mine, I've always wanted to be a basketball player, but when Lux Hoover Dyson came down to be from the clouds, I was like, that is a rugby league player, unfortunately.
I think Disney Plus. Wow. Wait till you meet Chad Powers, September 30 on Disney Plus.
So when's that? Next week?
yeah,
next
must
week
be.
that's out.
What is it today? The 23rd, yeah.
If Disney Plus was serious about this, they would have waited and AI'd our character into it. So they could have made like a placeholder character in the show.
And then just
and then
drop it
whoever
in.
wins, they just drop that sucker in there. Like,
Just some weird mulleted tattooed
I reckon
rugby league player.
I reckon TV will get to that point where you can make, because PlayStation games, you can scan your face and put yourself in the game.
Where you can pay to be in the show.
Yeah.
So you're in the background of Seinfeld.
There he is. Lux Hoover Dyson. I'm replacing Kramer with Lux Hoover Dyson. He's kicking the door in.
Right, fellas. Christian Horner has officially left Red Bull Racing after agreeing to a severance package worth about $184 million.
Damn.
Yeah, we discussed this morning on Hauraki Breakfast. His contract was until the end of 2030, and
right.
with salary and bonuses, it was worth about £100 million. So they negotiated back to say, hey, look, I mean, let's go back. So they negotiated.
You weren't going to get the bonuses.
Yeah, there's 70% of that. So that worked out to be like near kind of 184 million New Zealand dollars. And apparently the negotiation back was due to his restraint of trade. So whether he could go just immediately work for another Formula One team.
Which is wild to me because you've just made $184 million. Why are you going back to work?
He's got a pretty expensive midi to run.
Yeah, well, get Binner then.
Well, he tried. He tried. He was sending. He was a horn dog. That's why he's gone. It's because of the text sexting scandal that he was sending filthy texts to fellow
employees
at Red Bull. But they asked him, are you going to work for another team? And he said, no, we're going to go on a Scottish honeymoon that I promised Ginger Spice 10 years ago. So he's going to go on his honeymoon first.
That's nice.
Isn't that cute?
With the money that he's been paid out in a result of some pesting.
Yeah, he's coming from a long way back though, because he's I don't know, would 184 million New Zealand dollars smooth the road for you guys? If
Fuck yeah.
My God, a couple $100 would smooth the road for
There's no road
my
$180 million. I mean, it would literally fix our roading system in New Zealand, that amount of money.
Find me a relationship that wouldn't be fixed with $184 million.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, why do you think she stuck around for 10 years? She's like, you're going to quit your job, you're going to get $184 million, and I'm getting that holiday I want.
The real question is, how many posts is he going to have to do, though?
Oh,
yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, he's going to have to do the anniversary post, the birthday post,
The Happy Mother's Day post.
the Mother's Day post. He's going to have to do all those posts because obviously he's been a horn dog.
He's going to have to join his Facebook page to hers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's going to have to go over the
Unfortunately.
top with the. This is the beautiful woman I met 10 years ago, the love of my life.
Love doing life with you.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine doing it with anyone else except
Can't-
there's texts to the contrary.
I can't wait to do another lap around the sun with you, babes, and all the babes that are in Red
Yeah.
Bull.
So he will be allowed to work for another team as soon as next season, should
Yeah.
he wish. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, and so I
He
can't
probably
wait.
will, I reckon.
He'll get his little tight pants and his tucked-in shirt back on the grid because he's the great heel on the Netflix Drive to Survive.
Yes,
He's the great
right.
heel because you've got Fat Brown in there as well. but he's just kind of an American hype guy now.
It's just phasing around.
And then you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Mercedes.
Again, I'm just going to need you to hit the E a little bit harder on that one.
He is though. The old Toto Wolff. He's like, I don't talk like this. Schwarzenegger.
Who's
that? How do you say Schwarzenegger then? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nigger.
What?
Schwarzenegger. Cut this whole thing out.
Okay.
Can you do that line, Elaine, about the
yeah, I
BYC
can.
podcast live, please?
Yeah, the BYC and Agenda podcast. We're doing a collab. We're doing a live podcast, first time ever, October 31st, Friday, October 31st, 7 p.m. So it's a Friday night, the night before the one day versus England. The Hairy Jav's going to join us. Other special guests, myself, Matt Heath, Paul Ford, and Dylan Cleaver from the BYC. It's the day before, so it's the day before the Black Caps take on Bazball and the Sexy Camel. So that's going to be going to be a great match.
Bring your mates, bring your stag do,
Make a weekend out of it.
bring your midi for all I give a shit.
Yeah, $25 a ticket gets you a free drink, which is usually about $15. You get a Steady the Ship hat, you get a goodie bag as well. So it pays for itself. Text ACC to 3236. All brought to you by the legends at Angel Bay, firing up the backyard this season. You've had a bit of experience with the Angel Bay?
Yeah, I made some
burgers?
Angel Bay burgers on Friday with Jimmy Wells in his kitchen, actually.
Yeah.
Jeez, tough work cooking with Jerry. He focuses on everything but the cooking, so he's
Yeah.
mainly focused on the tidying up.
Yes,
Yes.
he's very clean focused.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm fucking wiping down chopping boards before I've even cut anything on them.
He's so clean focused. I was at I think it was our end of year Hodaki party a few years ago.
Yeah.
And Tulsi, his lovely partner, was there, and we were having a few drinks around the kitchen island or whatever.
Yep.
Everyone, there's a dance floor going on over there. We're having a few drinks,
Full swing.
full swing. And Jerry's over in the corner on his hands and knees, like wiping something on the floor and picking up
picking up
Yeah,
cans.
yeah, picking up
There's
cans
just always
everywhere.
That sound there going on.
And Tulsi looks at me. She goes, "Look at him, look at him." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's odd, isn't it?" And he goes, I don't know why he's so fucking obsessed with cleaning up. Like, when was the last time you went to a party and you came home and someone said, "How was the party?" and you went, "Oh man, the party was so clean.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
such a tidy party."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Look at him. No one says it, but look at him." He's like on all fours. And I was like, "It's true. I'm not going to go home and tell my wife, muck that. Party was amazingly tidy."
You know, but
Yeah.
those Angel Bay patties were gun.
Yep.
Pastry on the floor. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, there you go.
The one that kills me is the flatmate is just like, "You done with that plate?" And you're like, "I'm literally eating my dinner off it right now. Could I finish this?"
2 bits of brock and half a steak left. Mate.
Yeah.
Also, the beige day out's coming. Cricket commentary is coming back
I can't wait.
next week. Next Wednesday, the summer of cricket starts.
Well, when I say I can't wait, I probably can.
7 p.m. It is Australia versus New Zealand T20s. 3 of them coming from the Beige Oval or the Bay Oval. It's 20 years since the Beige game at Eden Park against Aussie. So we're targeting the Saturday, okay? So Saturday, 4 p.m. at Latitude Bar at Mount Maunganui. Drink specials with Export Ultra. We'll commentate the game live from there. Grab yourself a beige shirt, grab yourself a Steady the Ship hat, and come along with us for the Beige Day Out at the Bay Oval on October the 4th.
People have sent me a couple of messages about securing a beige shirt if people want to do that.
Yeah,
Where do they grab one from?
You can grab them from the ACC shop.
Nice.
Or you can go to beigebrigade.co.nz and grab them there. Grab them quickly, though, because we're going to have to post them out to you in time.
Yes.
They're $69 on the ACC. It's a special
Nice.
at the moment.
And
So
our
it's-
postal service here is notoriously a bit problematic.
well, at least we got rid of the guy who didn't know how to spell.
yeah, well, in
properly.
fairness, you
read.
gave
Yeah.
the guy with dyslexia the job of writing out.
Yeah, I just needed some clarity on that. He just needed to tell me that. But
No, he didn't tell us until a month in.
Yeah. Which, I mean, and I'm very
When all the shirts started
sympathetic.
rocking back up.
Very
Yeah.
sympathetic towards it. I would have said, "Okay, bro, that's probably not for you then."
The thing is, we couldn't tell whose had been sent and whose hadn't because none of the names are written right. So it's like, well, who was this even supposed to go to?
Yeah, it was an unfortunate. But hey, we've changed the system.
We put a girl in charge.
We put a
That's what
woman on
happened.
Yeah, yeah, we have. We put old Yeller on it, so she's got that sorted.
Yellow. Oh, cancel this podcast.
Let's take a break and we'll come back with a couple of yours pleases.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
As I explained yesterday, if you are and you were around here, shout out to you, Hodaki Breakfast listeners. This is the part of the podcast where you can get involved at home. Just click that microphone button on the iHeartradio app and send us a bit of a note. We'll get straight into these ones, fellas. First one, yours please.
Grim Lane, you've done it again. The ACC Sportsbook from Friday At 7 minutes and 22 seconds, you admit to loving the Raiders. Wow, the Raiders really did have a good weekend. Does this mean that the G Lane curse, you don't need to really be there, you just need to like a team that much? Anyway, all route, bye.
I did say that
I have the audio. Here we go.
Oh, okay. I am all behind the Raiders now. They're my team. I want them to make the final now. See, that's all right. They're my second team.
It's harsh in the podcast game because you mentioned one single team and it loses, and it's like, well,
what was the other curse that you sent me recently?
Me?
That was the Rebel Sport one, so be careful. I think they're a client of ours right now.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, the CEO. Yeah, we talked about that.
That's right, yeah. The CEO, the day after you
announced a new range.
With Rebel Sport, they fired the CEO. I imagine the board got hold of that podcast and were like, you've done what?
Again?
With the alternative. You're
God
gone.
Damn it.
$184 million severance package, I heard he got.
Next one, yours, please.
All right, boys. You guys are talking about NPC, Otago beating Canterbury. Let's talk about some real fucking rugby here, lads.
Okay.
Heartland rugby.
Yeah.
The real winners against the Canterbury side. A la South Canterbury side. Up the Poverty Bay Wickers. Woohoo!
Did Poverty Bay beat South Canterbury?
Third loss in 5 years. It's tough. They're on the slide, and even worse than that, is that Mid Canterbury's now at the top of the table in the Heartland Championship.
No.
Yeah, and you look at it, and the way they put it up on the website is green tick, green tick. They are undefeated, and now there's 2 red L's. And the thing, and I got to be honest, and I know he listens to this podcast. We always run a witch hunt when a beloved team loses, and you've got to lay blame at one person's feet. Dan Patterson. It's got to be the reserve fullback for South Canterbury. He's tanking.
He's tanking the games.
He's tanking
Is he coming off the bench and tanking it? That's a controversial take.
Not intentionally. No, I just know he listens to every podcast.
So, what's the story? Are they losing players to Mid Canterbury? Are Mid Canterbury coming out with a checkbook?
I really don't know. I really don't know why Mid Canterbury's doing so well. Maybe we get Dan on to explain it. What's going on?
So there we go.
Reach out, Dan.
I didn't even register that old Poverty Bay had humiliated you.
No, I've been keeping it quiet.
Oh, okay, of course you did. Well, thank you for that talk back.
Hey, fellas.
G'day, mate.
Cheeky would you rather for you.
Yep.
Would you rather we beat the Springboks quite consistently all the time, but had no South Africans in the Black Caps? So none at all. Not allowed to play any of them.
Oh, okay.
Or just what's happening now.
Okay.
Anyway, love you. Fuck ya.
Okay, it's a good point because if you look at
So
South
who we got?
African heritage, you've got Conway, obviously. You had Wagner.
The hairy Jav.
The hairy Jav, yeah, BJ Watling there, with a bit of South African in him.
So do we have
Phillips,
Minute piece?
Glenn Phillips, minute piece, he's Rhodesian.
Oh,
Glenn
Phillips, yeah.
So there's a few in there.
Yeah.
Did you say BJ Watling? Is he one?
I think he was. Yep. There's a few lurking around, but
So we'd have to trade them in.
I don't know. They're no Kane Williamson or Trent Bolt, are they? Or you know what I mean?
No.
They're not a Richard Hadley. They're not a.
Do we have to trade in the moment so that South Africans may have given us, like the Jav 6 here?
Well,
at Eden
yeah.
Park in
No,
that
I think from now.
semi-final?
I think it's from now on.
Okay.
Would you trade that in for the 2019 World Cup or the 2023 World Cup? The Jav moment.
Oh,
Trade in the jab moment for us winning in 2019 at Lords.
Or no, rugby. Yeah.
Ooh.
2023 we won
I need the jab moment. Cricket fans need the jab moment, and if you took that away,
yeah.
and All Blacks have already won a handful of World Cups. Okay, so the cricketers don't have any. We've got the World Test Championship,
Yeah.
but we don't have any short form World Cups. So we need something to hold on to, and we hold on to.
But we also didn't win that.
semi-final victory.
Yeah, we also didn't win that World
know.
Cup, so we're not trading any too much in.
Aussies are so confused about that whole hairy jab moment.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even win a World Cup with it. We just made a final, but we were so stoked with it.
We wanna
Aussies
see
are
it.
like, you didn't even win.
I forgot about the final. I mean, we got pumped in it.
Yeah, that's
we
why
went over to Aussie.
we're parked
and,
there.
yeah.
That was our World Cup there.
BMAC got out early. That's
Yeah.
right.
I feel like the ACC needs the jab moment more than anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
true.
we
sure.
would have nothing without
Yeah,
it.
we would be
Right.
nothing without it.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
And that's why I would trade that in a heartbeat.
I would say I would keep South Africans in the cricket team because it keeps the rugby a bit spicier when we lose to South Africa.
Yeah, I
reckon it's
don't
good.
mind losing.
Plus,
one
we
or
do
two.
all right against them.
Yeah, it's not they don't smoke us all the time.
Why are there so many South Africans in New Zealand cricket?
I think there was a period there in South Africa where it was quite tough to make the national team.
Right, and quite easy to make ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lifestyle choice probably for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like with Conway, I thought it was a bit of a selection situation as well. I don't think he was getting a look in and some of the teams that he was after, and then he came over here and Wellington gave him a shot. So I guess it's
same with Wagner.
Yeah.
Same with Wagner. It was the same. Probably not as common now. And I don't heard of many young South Africans coming through at the moment. But
did we answer that question?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yours, please.
Yeah, hey, this one's directly to you, Lane. Hey, when you met Jason Gunn, what were you doing? You playing golf? So I managed to make that motherfucker a thingy head cover for his driver over a few years back in the day.
Beautiful.
Bit of a story, not very interesting, but yeah, fuck you.
Ran out of fizz again.
Yeah.
So did he have a thing? You weren't playing golf with him?
No, I wasn't playing golf with him. I was just in an event with him.
So he's got a thingy head cover.
That's awesome.
On, eh?
That is awesome.
That is awesome. I wish I was playing golf with him and seen the thingy head cover.
Yeah.
Can you make more? I want one of those.
Yeah, I'd love it. Is it missing one eye? That's because I'd rather have the thingy cover missing one eye.
Dude, if the eye was your ball and you pulled it out of the thing and then teed up.
Yes. So you got a ball and you go, pluck it out of the
thingy's eye.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Dude,
that would be sick.
Limited rate. It's Rebel Sport.
Yeah, do it. Do it. The thingy. I wonder what the IP around thingy is. I wonder if
Jason Gunn must own it.
He must own the IP around thingy.
Yeah. Him or Siobhan Ruakere.
Yeah. Okay.
Whāti Whāwhoi, I don't know.
But no, he's a great New Zealander, Jason Gunn. I had a great time hanging out with him. Last one.
G'day, lads.
Hi.
Hey, we're talking about the concessions, going to sporting events, getting concessions and how many drinks you can get. Eddington Raceway, they run a deal where a buffet dinner and all you can drink, about $110, $115 for a Friday night.
Shit, it's not bad, that.
Bloody brilliant.
See, that's
great.
That's good stuff.
You already know how much you're going to spend on that night out.
Yeah.
So there's no surprises the next morning.
And also, I do like it how they go. It's only beer and wine.
Yeah.
Because that already puts a cap on it. Goes, I can't go top shelf or I can't get silly on it. I'm just going to drink beer and wine.
I think you'd be surprised how silly you can get on wine, Lane.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like the house drinks. It's the house drinks.
Yeah.
You're not going to go start drinking tequilas or having Swedish cocaines or anything.
Or it's like at the, when you go to like a resort or someplace overseas when they're like, there's like a minimum spend and they take it off you straight away, you know? It's like, all right, it's $150 to get in here.
Yeah.
And 100 of that is your food and beverage.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're like, well, I've got to spend it.
Yeah, well, that's a bit like, there's a lot of places in Spain, like nightclubs and stuff, is like a minimum amount you spend. You book a table and they say, well, yeah, I remember being over there and they go, can we get that table there? And they said, wow, you got to buy a minimum 2 bottles of vodka. And I went, I have 4. I was like, fuck you, I have 4. And there was like 10 of us, and then we got the bill at the end. It was like €800 or whatever. But it was just
and you had to drink 4 bottles of vodka.
Yeah, 4 bottles. But the mixers were free. So we thought we'd won. So you bring you as many mixers, Red Bulls, anything else you want. But we had 4 bottles of vodka in the middle of the table.
It's on. As you said earlier, there's something about signing away a certain amount of money before the night begins that I quite like as well.
Yeah.
Because if I was told that I'm only going to spend $105 or $110 or whatever the cost is there before I go out each night, I'm going to sign that away every time.
Oh, 100%.
And you got the buffet dinner as well.
Yeah, I'd love to get up in the morning knowing I've only spent $120.
Oh, is there anything better?
Nah.
You're like, man, I spent bugger all last night.
Fucking opening that ANZ app on the Saturday morning or the Sunday morning, just in fear of what's about to be shown.
I'll spend all day avoiding opening the app.
I've done that before.
Yeah,
if I don't check it, it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. I can't look at it.
The repeated $400 cash
$400
withdrawals.
$400?
$400 cash withdrawal. What?
Or the one where you check
Possibly
it.
Road BNZ.
The one where you check it, you're like, oh, that's not too bad. Then your mate goes, hey, mate, here's my bank account number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, I'm not going to go down that road. Shall we wrap that up?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday. We managed to get through the sporting desert. That is Tuesdays. But we'll see you for the sporting Sahara tomorrow, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, get those talkbacks coming through. We'll need them on a Wednesday. Love yous. Fuck yous.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.